Hello, hello, lovelies. Today I'm going to do a 10,000 Simoleon challenge. My goal isn't to modify my normal playstyle at this moment. It is simply to figure out how far I can get with 10,000 Simoleons. So let's get started and see where this ends up. At this point, I have some basic walls, just going to throw in some doors and some flooring here. I really like the gray hardwood flooring, so I tend to put that in a lot of my builds, or a black. I just tend to go with simple hardwood flooring in a lot of my builds. For windows, I kind of went basic and simple on this one. It took me a little while, but I found those nice big base game Let There Be Light windows and threw them in most of my places. And I also really like behind the counter windows in my Sims kitchens, so you'll notice I'm putting up those windows there. Picked a good vinyl siding. Took me a little while to decide. I just kind of wanted something basic that would, drive me forward. I really struggled with the roof, so we're gonna go through the roof here. I am still learning with roofs, and I think we're all always learning in terms of how to build and make decisions in our builds when we are playing. But this roof just kind of really got me. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So I'm playing with a few different roof styles, using some of the tips for roof building that I've seen in both James Turner videos and in Little Simsies videos. And I figured I'd put a column underneath because it looked really weird with the overhang, but I just really wasn't happy with how the roof layout was coming along otherwise. So here it is. Decided to put a tree there to hide the fact that I couldn't put a window in that corner. You'll notice that I'm going for this bulb tree here, and I absolutely love this tree. It is so cute. It's so weird and kind of hard to place so it's not clipping, but I really enjoy it. It is a weird addition to most of my builds, but I just find it so cute. Also put in that basic hedge there, and now we're going to go in and furnish the bathroom. You'll notice that I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and rearrange it a few different times. 2x6 bathrooms. I do follow a general plan as to how I'm going to build them, and I do like to build nice cozy little homes. You'll notice that if you watch any of my other builds, I do use 2x6 bathrooms a lot, or just smaller bathrooms in general. But I'm going to rearrange it here because, yes, this is 10,000 simoleons. So we started furnishing the interior with about half of our money left, which is great, but at the same time, it's a lot. So, it's not a lot. It's not very much. So I kind of had to make some choices here, but as I said before, I'm not really modifying my build style. I just wanted to see how far I could get with 10,000 simoleons. So bathroom, pretty good, bath mat, everything, and we move on to our bedroom. I decided to choose a cheaper paint, but I always like to do a feature wall, and I love that mountain wallpaper. It is so cute, so fun, and I use that in a lot of my builds as well. I ended up giving up on the bedroom quickly and going back to it, so I got distracted. That's why you'll see that transition there. And give us a bed, some curtains, bedside table. I don't often put bedside tables in my builds because Sims don't really use them, and because they don't use alarm clocks anymore to go to work, really, they aren't as helpful anymore. And I don't even have bedside tables in my bedroom, so why would I put them in my Sims builds? Gave them a little dresser, a nice mirror. I did try and make sure that I had some skill building tools still in here so that even though this was a 10,000 simoleon home, they could still build some skills while they were going. So make sure we have those mirrors. Shouldn't have prioritized a rug or the shoe rack, but I really like the addition of a shoe rack. It just makes things so cute. And those curtains, I don't use them often, but they're kind of cute in this execution. So we move on to the kitchen, and we're nearing the end of our money and the end of our build here. So you see, I kind of go, okay, fridge, stove, now what can I do for counters? And I'm just rotating, trying to decide what to do, what color to go with. And I do like to move the fridge a little bit. And we go for a corner, and we're down to 146 simoleons. So I make the decision, okay, we're going to put a counter on this end and kind of finish up our wallpaper in the rest of the house. And we're down to 16 simoleons. So that's kind of it. So changing the color, and yeah, that's kind of what I was able to do with 10,000 simoleons. I did try and decide to be like, yeah, let's get a chair. And I changed my mind. You'll see I go through a couple of the cheap chairs and I'm like, ooh, these kind of suck. So I ended it at that. And yeah, this is our 10,000 simoleon house. Maybe I'll get better next time, but this is where we're sitting. Thank you for joining me in this build, and I hope you join me for another video. Bye-bye.